Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, just doing a quick video to let you guys know about the Moogle treasure trove that is coming ahead of patch 7.3. We always get one of these about a month away from the previous patch, and 7.3 is slated for early August. So let's go over the rewards, let's go over some of our usual prediction patterns that we use these for, because that helps you predict the patches, which can be useful if you're, I don't know, taking off work or just want to see if you can plan something to do that week. So we have Moogle treasure trove, the hunt for Allegory. It will begin Tuesday, July 8th at 1 a.m. That's a week from today, and then until the release of patch 7.3. So most important thing with the Moogle treasure trove, although it's become less and less relevant as patch patterns are very consistent, in that this is almost always exactly 28 days before the following patch. This is 28 days before August 5th. We already knew that the patch was going to be early August, and there's only one Tuesday in early August, and that of August 5th. So it's just confirmation that, yes, we are probably going to be keeping on that schedule. I don't think they're going to suddenly make August 12th early August after, you know, over a decade of very predictable patterns to go over. So if you've never done a Moogle treasure trove event, you basically do random events. I say random, set events for each one, but they usually move a few around. And as you do those rewards, you earn Moogle tomes, and those Moogle tomes can be exchanged for all sorts of rewards, mostly cosmetic, usually some mounts from old extreme trials, and maybe a couple of unique rewards. Good example, we have the coffee earrings on the left. Looks like one of the Gwibbers in the middle. I want to say that is... I'm not good. Let's just wait till we go down. I'm colorblind. I should never be trying to guess the colors of these mounts, but the answer is literally right below. So, event overview, as they've said, it's going to take place during those days in recent years. Demands from collectors. That's just a lore reason for this to exist. And then we go into the Mogpendium, where there are standard objectives, weekly objectives, mini-Mog challenges, and the Ultimog challenges. So you can see here, for just standard objectives, you got Cutter's Cry, Zamiel, Ormvale, Wanderer's Palace, Amdapor, Pharaoh, Serious Heart. That's just a picture that they've been using for quite some time, and will probably represent the actual ones that we have. But we can usually find those out right here. So for standard objectives, basically anything that is in your duty finder with a little Moogle face next to it is going to be among the events. Now they break down the different tombstone rewards usually on these posts. I am assuming they will do that somewhere here. That's what they normally... Okay, I guess that's not what they're doing this time. I guess that they're just like, you know what? Log in and you'll figure it out yourself. Yeah, there used to be a point where they'd actually break down each individual thing, but I forget if they stopped doing that already or if they... You know, this is the first time they haven't done that. Honestly, it's all just kind of a blur to me at this point. So yeah, anything with the little Moogle face in the duty finder. You can also acquire them from gates and ocean fishing routes as well. So if there's any objectives like a gold saucer reward you wanted to work towards, or even ocean fishing, if you're looking for that world-class troller title, now's a pretty good time to do it. And you need to score at least 2,000 points while ocean fishing to even get irregular tomes. Then there's some sort of weekly objective. Every Tuesday you'll just look. It's normally one of the standard objectives, one that gets kind of highlighted for the week, and each player is assigned one objective per week from the standard objectives, as you can see right there. Then there's the mini-Mog challenges, which is usually a mix of things. These objectives can only be completed once per week. Complete one of the two objectives to be awarded irregular tomes, and then there's a whole bunch of things here. So you can see, looks like treasure maps, the hunt, as well as triple triad, fishing. So this is the same pictures they use for pretty much all of them, but take a look at what the compendium says for the mini-Mog reward. With treasure dungeons coming up soon, you might want to become, I don't know, inundated with that feature if you've never done it before. So that's honestly a big recommendation for me. Even if, you know, the update for it won't happen until 7.3, still not a bad idea necessarily. And then the Ultimog challenge, once per event period, worth a ton of irregular tomes. And these are special tasks. It's like score higher on ocean fishing, or it's usually just one of the other objectives, but like asking you to meet a certain minimum in order to actually reap the rewards. Make sure you click rewards for standard objectives are automatically, but for weekly mini-Mog and Ultimog, you need to click claim rewards in the Mogpendium. It's also worth noting that you will not be able to claim these rewards after 7.35, which is still several months away, but it's best to just do it as soon as you complete the challenge, if you ask me. Then you go and find the Moogles. The iterant Moogles are in these three locations every time. Limsa, New Gridania, and Ul'dah. Not too far from the Aetheryte for all three of them. And then we get the rewards. Now, coffee cup earrings. Normally, I don't care about earrings. I'm not really, you know, a cosmetic guy. I think that's fair to say when you take one look at my character and go, ugh. But coffee cup earring is honestly kind of tempting, just because You know, I'm a coffee guy. I mean, I drink coffee. I really like coffee. Return to Oblivion Orchestrion Roll, also 100. Pretty interesting to throw that in there. And then a few more other earrings. Demon Brick. The Ruby Quiver. That's the Ruby Weapon one. There we go. The Iron Frog Mover Ignition Key. The Girabanya Plate Modern Aesthetics. The Ethereal Necromancer Minion. The Machinist Barding. The Overzealous Affirmation. Ballroom Etiquette. Pastoral Dot. Parasol. MGP Plat. Honestly, if you don't know what else to do with these, this is kind of like a big recommendation for me. It's so easy to just go through the objectives, pick up a bunch of platinum cards, get a bunch of bonus MGP. It's like a little, honestly, at the very least, these events can be a mini Make It Rain. Like, it's not quite the same, but the idea of getting a ton of extra MGP for just doing a bunch of stuff, it's not too bad. And then Dracorn, Direwolf, Reveling Kamui, Blissful Kamui, Wooden Bin, Ilmeg, Garden Fountain. Yeah, once we get down to these rewards, like, yeah, there's probably some stuff that people might be interested in. Maybe the Neo-ish Guardian stuff for like some sort of glam piece, Moonfire piece. The maps are also not too bad of a get. Depends on which one. So this one, for example, is a level 70 guaranteed to summon a teleportation portal. Now I'm going to need affirmation in the comment section of the video below, but I think you can use, these are the Stormblood maps, which I think means you can use these to get the Thieves maps. Like, you can use these like for easy attempts to get Thieves maps. So this is a pretty good thing to stock up on. I'm pretty sure you can with those. These are level 80 maps, so these would be Shadowbringer maps. These are level 90 maps, I believe, so these would be Endwalker maps. And then conceivably special is, hold on, potentially special, use the decipher guaranteed to, oh, I'm sorry, one of these is Endwalker map number 1, this is Endwalker map number 2. These are probably the Elpis maps, I'm assuming. And then riding maps, like all this stuff, and if there's any cards here that you don't have for any reason, like a minion, some ears, yeah, and then all the stuff at the bottom is just kind of the easy stuff. But yeah, I always like to do a quick little video whenever a Moogle Tombstone event is coming around. It's a good indication of the next patch for a lot of people, as well as a good reminder that maybe you should actually get up in PvP. PvP's usually popping a little bit during these times. So it's not a bad idea if you're like kind of like, I don't know if I want a PvP, to try it out during these events. Queues will be a lot better, and there's plenty of rewards to get, at the very least those MGP cards. But anyway, that is going to be a wrap for my video on the Moogle Treasure Trove, The Hunt for Allegory. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned. I've got some 14 mobile related videos coming, as I have been playing the Chinese version, and of course as the patch approaches, any news, interviews, stuff like that, we'll be sure to cover it here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Until then, take care.